Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are in St. Louis Park, of course, bringing you Metro West Conference Girls Basketball featuring the Chanhassen Storm and the St. Louis Park Orioles. There are their records, 5-9, 7-8 in the Metro West. And in the standings, I can tell you, Chaska is leading at 5-0, Benilde St. Margaret's 4-1, Chanhassen, Orono, then Waconia, and St. Louis Park at 1-4. Chanhassen at 3-2. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here on Park TV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube, and we're about to begin. I expect a really competitive contest, similar records, very close in the conference. And here come your St. Louis Park Orioles out to take on Chanhassen Storm. To do the tip, that is number 4, Jordan McMahon, 6'1" forward senior, and she is tough. Look for some good rebounding from her. She wins the tap into the backcourt to number 24. That is Stacy Spates, the 5'7" senior. Now with the ball, number 30, Evelyn Schmitz, the junior 5'7" guard. She runs the show. Now to the right wing, that's number 1, Ruby Massey, the junior. Massey will drive the right side. Down on the baseline, Spates. Her shot got blocked, or she tied it against it. Then Jordan from just by the three-point line falls short of the hoop and out of bounds. So possession goes to Chanhassen. Just underway here, 17 minutes on the clock, 17 and a half. No score so far. First possession for the Chanhassen Storm, that's number 2. Avery Sustacek. Now to number 30. That is Nora Jacobs, the 5'8" senior. Shot underneath. And a turnover against the Storm. So still zeros our score. Evelyn Schmitz brings it up. So the Chanhassen defense, they are meeting them right at half court. Not a full court pressure, but they are meeting them right at half court. Something that stands out right away. Now Massey over to Schmitz. Schmitz now on the right side. Tough, tight man-to-man defense by the Storm employed right now. Now McMahon drives the baseline, gets it out to Spates on the left side. Now McMahon from three-point land on the left side, and it goes off the rim. Rebound to number 1. That is Lauren Arnold. Arnold now in the front court, gives it, comes in, and that's going to be a charge on number 50, Avery Linder, right there. You know, it didn't look like Spates had her feet planted, but it looked like Linder was so out of control that they just had to call it. Good call by the officials. Still no score here. Now under 17 minutes. Evelyn Schmitz, the very experienced, tough point guard for St. Louis Park. Now inside, Macy Alexander, that goes off the backboard and the rim. Rebound into the hands of the Storm, into the front court, taking it all the way with the left-hand layup and missing. Number 3, Madeline Zimbeck for the Storm. Now behind the dribble. What a nice move that was. I wonder if we have that on replay. Evelyn Schmitz showing her. Look at this from our baseline camera right there. Look at the magic. Evelyn Schmitz. Good defense, though, by number 2, Avery Sustacek. Able to get all ball on that. Now underneath the Jordan McMahon. Nice look from Schmitz on the baseline throw-in play. Gets 2 points for the Orioles. They're up 2-0 as we approach. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Now on the right side, that's number 30, Nora Jacobs. Underneath, ball comes loose. Grabbing it there, Avery Linder, the senior. Now driving the lane. Pulling up, taking a shot off the backboard. Alexander with the rebound. Quickly to Schmitz. Schmitz looking up ahead. Brings it across the line. Down low to Massey. Her quick shot. Blocked partially by Chanhassen Zimbeck. And a whistle. And it looks like the Orioles are going to stay in possession. 15:42 to go here, first half. Last time, they got a nice play underneath of Jordan McMahon. Now Massey from outside on 3-land, off the board and the rim. Rebound into the hands of Avery Linder. Quickly into the front court, the Storm on the left side. Three-point shot by number 1, Lauren Arnold, off the rim. Into the hands of Spates. Now to the front court for the Orioles. That is Evelyn Schmitz. Tough, again, man-to-man defense. Sustacek especially right up in Schmitz's grill there. And now a substitution. Number 13 checks in. That is Bella Naples, the 5'6" sophomore, and a couple of substitutions here for the Orioles. Number 10 checking in, Lauren Poshlin, the senior 5'7" guard. There's another one I didn't quite catch here. I'll try to see it. There she is, number 11, and she gets the inbounds pass. That's Ellie Frank, just a 7th grader. I remember the last game we were here a couple weeks ago. She is impressive, and she is getting minutes at the varsity level early in the first half this time. That means the coach is getting confidence in her. Out of bounds in favor of the Orioles. Good start here for the Orioles. Low scoring game so far. That's probably where it's going to go. But I think these teams are evenly matched. 5-9 record for the Storm. 7-8 for St. Louis Park. They want to get to 500. McMahon drives to the left side. The 6'1" senior showing some leadership out there. Puts the Orioles up 4-0. Now the Storm bringing it up. Lauren Arnold, 5'8" junior guard. Looking there now to number 50, Linder, turns around, off the rim, backboard rim, into Massey's hand on the rebound. She quickly brings it in the front court. She had Macy Alexander open for just a second. Now in Jordan McMahon's hand. She loses it momentarily, but regains composure, comes right in, and they're gonna call a double dribble there. That may be the case. I didn't detect it at my first glance there, but let's see here, right? I didn't see a double dribble at all. That should have been 2 points in my opinion. All right, nevertheless, 4-0 Orioles, and the down pass coming in there, just missed. Pass attempted there from number 30, Nora Jacobs, to number 3, Madeline Zimbeck. She was open down there, just kind of overthrew her. So a turnover against the Storm. More substitutions. Checking in for Avery Linder was number 5 for the Storm. That's Brooklyn Charles, the junior. Now Evelyn Schmitz in the front court to number 10, Poshlin. Schmitz now on the right side. Still tight man-to-man defense employed by the Storm, and Schmitz hard off the backboard, but she caught the front part of the rim and it went in. 6-0 Orioles, under 14 minutes to go. Now a shot from the outside, misses everything. Schmitz with the rebound. She's got her head up. I love that about her and her play. She plays point guard. Massey underneath, had a nice opportunity there, wasn't able to get it to go. Now rebound. Storm into the front court. That's 13, Bella Naples. Naples now pulls up at the free throw line underneath. That could have been a travel, and it should be, and it is. Turnover on the Storm. More substitutions. Checking in for, if we look at the replay, Schmitz hard off the backboard, but she just got the front of that rim to let it go in. Nice shot there by Evelyn Schmitz. 6-0 lead. Under 14 minutes, approaching 13 to go here. First half. Now McMahon. Driving, power dribble, and the drive can't get it to go. And look at the rebound by McMahon. The shot by Frank. Rebound in the Storm's hand, and quickly coming down the court is Bella Naples, and she takes the shot. Rebound in the Storm's hand. Quick rotation, beautifully done. Good defense. And a travel call on the Storm. Another turnover by the Storm. And Evelyn Schmitz with the ball. Under 13 minutes to go. In fact, it's 12:43, 6-0 Park. Evelyn Schmitz in the front court to Jordan McMahon. Everything kind of runs through here. Schmitz with the short-range jump shot off the rim. Rebound into the hands of number 3, Madeline Zembick. And she's faced some opposition in the backcourt, and now a timeout taken by the Storm. Don't know the coach's name, don't have a program for that, but nevertheless, she called the timeout, and maybe not a bad one. Her team, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So I want to look to see how much time is left, but you know, a good portion of the first half here, and they don't have any points, so She has got some words of wisdom to employ, and I'm trying to imagine what I would say if I was the coach of the Storm right now. They clearly have some talent. Not sure. Like I said, they look good, but nevertheless, not resulting in points. Maybe just slow it down on. There's my voice. Is it there? Am I back? All right, we're back. All right, following the timeout by the Storm. And that was with 12:23 to go here. First half, I apologize for my voice. It's a little scratchy. Did a couple hockey games last night, still recovering from that. All right, now Storm, let's see if they can get on the board here. Now driving the lane, good defense by Jordan McMahon. And that's a big problem here for the Storm, is the really unbelievable defense by St. Louis Park. Just like that. It's not even so much the Storm's inability. The St. Louis Park Orioles defense here is stellar. And now bringing up the ball is number 10, Lauren Poshlin. I hope I'm Polishin, maybe I should be saying. Polishin now underneath the McMahon. Oh, she put it right in there. McMahon couldn't handle it. I thought that was a good pass. But here come the Storm. Nice bounce pass, and off the rim. The Storm cannot buy a basket tonight. That was a beautiful break play. Unable to convert. Now from the outside, good block there by number 3, Zimbeck, and a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Storm. Our score still 6-0 as we see Avery Linder checking back in for the Storm. And there's our baseline camera. I don't have an alliteration. We do with hockey, corner camera. Maybe I'll figure one of those things out. Go to a thesaurus soon. All right, now into the front court. That's number 2, Sustacek. Along the baseline, driving. Nice defense by McMahon. Good bounce pass underneath, off the rim, and a whistle from way out of bounds by the referee. And there she is. I'm not sure what the call was for. Still, I'm confused. It's not hard to happen, but I don't know what that was. I will say this. The fouls for either team, 2 for Chanhassen, no team fouls for St. Louis Park. Pretty clean game. Now number 10, Polishin. Look at the behind the back dribbles by her. Now McMahon. Spates, back to McMahon, the 6'1" senior, looking for some magic from the outside, off the rim, backboard, rebound, fighting for it. What? Oh, they're gonna call a foul on St. Louis Park. Here's the baseline camera. Judge for yourself. Is there a foul here? Maybe right there. On Spates. Oh, I'm looking. They called it on number 1, Ruby Massey. There's the baseline camera. What a great view. You really see the lanes so much better from that end view. Look at that shot. Maybe that's what the Storm needed. That's Avery Sustacek, the 5'4" junior point guard, letting it fly. Cuts the lead in half, and now the turnover by Spates into the front court. Storm with it, and a foul gonna be on Spates. Her first, second team foul right there. I'm not sure I would have called that. I thought she had all ball. It looked fair enough. Here's that 3 by Sustacek. Beautiful looking shot there. Now driving with the left hand, tried to get it down to Linder, got deflected by the Orioles, out of bounds. Now checking in for the Storm is number 30. That is Nora Jacobs, the 5'8" senior, checking in for number 5. Brooklyn Charles checks out. Now pass in underneath to Linder, and a nice inbounds pass for underneath. Linder was allowed to get free right at the block, and she banks it in, and it's 6-5 now. Orioles now lead by just 1. And Schmitz from outside, off the back rim and the board. Rebound into Linder's hand. The outlet pass does get to Sustacek. Sustacek on the break. Left wing shot, good. Lauren Arnold, the junior, puts the Storm up front On top, I should say, for the first time, 7-6. Now Massey drives, ran into Linder, adjusted her shot, and McMahon there for the rebound, puts it away. Jordan McMahon, the senior. Great production from her, clearly the leader on that team. Now, oh, that should have been maybe a travel. Storm now on the right wing, down low to Linder. Linder now, kind of far from the basket. That's a great matchup there, right? Linder versus McMahon. Those two, keep an eye on that matchup. That's gonna be key tonight. Now here comes Schmitz with the turnover on the steal. To the right side to Paula Shin. She lets it fly for 3. That's why she's on the court. Look at that silky shot. 11-7 Orioles, 8:42 to go here first half. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. On the right side, number 30 for the Storm, Nora Jacobs. Jacobs now drives the left side with the left hand, stops, shoots. Little contact, I thought, but no foul called. And now checking in with the whistle for the Storm and the Orioles. McMahon will take a seat. Coming in for her, number 11. Ellie Frank, and for the Storm checking in was number 31, Kate Drury, the junior. All right, play in from underneath, quick rotation, out to the wing, driving, Susticek to Linder, and that's her shot, isn't it? That looked like they've done that play before, doesn't it? Now down low to Macy Alexander. Oh, she couldn't quite keep it in bounds. That was a nice looking pass underneath. And it felt like it had potential for points, and she just caught the baseline. Or did she? Let's see here from the baseline camera right there. I don't know from that angle. Maybe a different one we can tell. I couldn't tell from where I am. Okay, 11-9 our score. We approach 8 minutes to go. Now down on the low post. Gives it up to number 1, Lauren Arnold with the short jump shot. Those are hard to make from that 4, 5, 6 foot range. Now the quick give shot by 10, Paula Shin. I don't blame her for taking that shot after her last one. Because when you get hot right here, look at that nice shot. It looks like that is her shot. What's that, about 12 feet? Right on the side, on the left. She looked very comfortable shooting that, didn't she? All right, now on the right side to Susticek. On the top of the key to Lauren Arnold. Arnold now drives the left side back to the top of the key to Susticek. She drives, she gets stopped, and her shot is deflected. Rebound underneath, drives in, and a nice recovery by Avery Susticek. Puts the Storm on top by 2. Now Schmitz on the other side, muscles her way in and gets that one to go. It's not pretty stuff, but they're making it work, and that's what matters, and we're tied at 13. Again, glad you're with us here as we're streaming live on YouTube. Good high school girls action underneath. Linder lowered the elbow, got that to go over Macy Alexander. Puts the Storm up by 2. Just under 7 minutes to go. 6:49 and counting. Schmitz, they call the travel there. And that wasn't Schmitz, that was number 11, Ellie Frank. Underneath here, the replay. Nice job by Linder saving that into the hands of Susticek. She lays it in. Putting the Storm up by 2. Okay, throw in the backcourt. 6:44 to go, first half. Over to the left side, that's number 3, Zimbeck. Now number 13, Naples. Outside, the lefty lets it fly. That's number 31, Kate Drury, the junior, 5'9". It went off the rim, rebound, and a jump ball favors, the possession arrow favors St. Louis Park. Look at them scrap for this rebound. Spates taking it away from the taller Linder, gets it back. Great effort by number 24 for the Orioles. Now into the corner. McMahon back in the game. They're gonna need her to go most of the way. She comes in, and great defense, all ball by Linder. Now into the front court. They don't have numbers. She drives, and they're gonna call the block on Spates. She needs to move her feet there on defense. That's what it's all about, moving your feet. She got her with the upper body there. It's always difficult when you're sort of stand still and the other player is coming at you. You got to move your feet, give a little room, and then close in. But she went right at her. Got the foul call. Now underneath, rebound to herself, and another foul. It's going to be a 2-point shot. Foul going to be called on number 10, Lauren Polishin. Looked like she got her on the forearm, and this will be our first free throws tonight. Neither team in real foul trouble. 14 fouls for the Orioles, just 2 for Holy Family at the line. Number 31, Kate Drury. Struggled on that one, checking out. Getting a round of applause from the visiting fans. Lauren Arnold, the junior 5'8" guard, and now a second opportunity here for Kate Drury. Lefty lets it go, and that one she converts. 16-13 our score, 5:56 to go first half. Neither team employing full pressure. Now bringing the ball up. Number 10, Lauren Polishin, the junior. She's at the point guard. Now she found some room, gave it up as she closed in and overthrew Macy Alexander. Just a timing issue there. She was closing on the right side. I like what Polishin did because she brought in the defenders, and that's what you do if you're a point guard. You drive, you bring in the defenders, and that should open up somebody underneath. And they just couldn't quite execute it. Now Alexander, great defense and a turnover. Now the Orioles have a chance to tie it, this time down the court. First half, quick shot from the outside by Polishin. Off the rim, Schmitz following the rebound, almost intercepted it, but the Storm has it. Quick jump shot by number 13, Bella Naples, just inside the free throw line. Extends the lead now for the Storm on the road. They lead by 5, their largest. 18-13, Massey, little contact. You know, they called that a charge, and I'm not sure it really was. It was more because Massey used her forearm right there, but I would say that was more of a block. But what disguised it, in my opinion, is that Massey put her forearm up there. If she hadn't, it would have looked more like a block. But in that case, it looked like Massey initiated the contact, even though I thought the Storm initiated the contact, and that's what happens. All right, now Storm into the front court. Outside, number 2 shoots it up. Sustacek off the rim, into the hand of Jordan McMahon. McMahon, outlet to Schmitz. She makes that go. You know, it's amazing to me how these women can shoot great threes. That's a tough shot. All right, into the front court, the Storm. Out on the left side, that's number 13, Naples. Now 3 with it. Zembeck, she drives in, a pass McMahon, and gets that to go. 20-16, 4-point lead for the Storm. We're under 5. In fact, we're approaching 4 minutes to go here, first half. Now McMahon drives the lane, gives it up as she gets double teamed. Coming in, Polishin off the front rim. Rebound loose in front, and the Storm come away with it. And they quickly bring it into the front court, wasting no time. Now the quick shot by Sustacek. The shot on transition. It's always a better shot because they don't have a lot of time to think about it, right? They just let their pure natural athletic ability take over, and that's what it looked like right there. Now Schmitz turns it over, and the Storm can extend their lead into the front court. She picks up her dribble, now driving the lane, turning back around. That's 13, Naples, drives on Macy Alexander. Jordan McMahon came over to try to double team her, but it didn't deter her as Bella Naples now extends the lead to 9 with 3:15 to go. And St. Louis Park needs to find some traction here. I'd like to go in with some momentum. Now McMahon on the right wing. Drives, comes up, takes a shot off the side of the backboard. Rebound back in McMahon's hand. She tried to get it down to Polishin, intercepted by the Storm. Now the turnover bug is hurting the Orioles here as we're now under 3 minutes to go. Now at the free throw line, driving. McMahon comes over, almost steals it. And she does cause the turnover. Nice job by McMahon. What great hustle. Now into the front court. The return pass to McMahon at the low post. She's getting double teamed, loses it. And they're going to call the foul on McMahon as she lost it. And that stops the clock with 2:27 remaining. Our score 25-16. Checking in for the Storm, that's Lauren Arnold. The Storm come in with a 5-9 record. St. Louis Park 7-8. Both teams in the Metro West, so an important conference matchup for both teams. And there's the turnover and Polishin. She brings it into the front court with the left hand. Down low to Spates. Spates backs it up. Now she tries the baseline. Now crosses over. Still with the ball. Gives it up to Massey. Massey brings it up to the top of the key. Still man-to-man defense by the Storm. 2 minutes to go exactly in half number one. Behind the back dribble. Now Massey drives. Gives it up to Spates. Nice bounce pass I felt by Spates. Allowed Polishin to be wide open, but she couldn't get it to go, and it bounces out of bounds in favor of the Storm. And there's checking in number 5, Brooklyn Charles, the 5'7" junior for the Storm. 1:45 remaining here, first half. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We're streaming live on YouTube. Again, glad you're with us on a Friday night. The temperatures are dropping in the metro area as it goes out of bounds on that shot by number 2, Avery Sustacek. So the Orioles with a minute and a half to go as we look at this replay. Good defense by Macy Alexander. Oh, that was a made shot a while ago by number 13, Bella Naples. Doesn't get more Italian than that, does it? All right, now the Storm off the miss. Down low to Charles. She kept it in bounds. Back out to the... Now Sustacek, Linder, the return pass to Sustacek underneath, gets it to go. What a great give and go between Linder and Sustacek. The senior to the junior puts the Storm up by 11 until Macy gets a nice return give and go pass right along the baseline and puts in a nifty shot to bring the Orioles back within 9. 42 seconds remaining. Storm in the front court. Driving, number 1, gets it to go, and now the athletic ability of the Chanhassen Storm starting to emerge. Lauren Arnold showed from there. Now the interception, that steal by Lauren Arnold, and the easy land. And that's the athleticism I thought I saw. It's starting to come out here. 31-18 now, 17 seconds remaining. The Orioles looking to get some momentum before they go into halftime, and they turn it over. And the Storm cause a jump ball, possession arrow in their favor. And just with 9.5 seconds, Orioles are checking a couple starters back in here to stop the bleeding. Kind of unfortunate for that many points to be given up late in the first half. It's 31-18. 14-point differential. That shot just gets off the rim. That was very close. Massey with the rebound, and as she brings it up, sounds the buzzer to signal the end of the first half. The Storm with a late surge lead, 31-18. Come on back for half number 2. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
We're back on ParkTV 16 Sports on location in St. Louis Park. Welcome back to our production of Metro West Girls Basketball. We're about to begin the second half, as you can see on your screen. Chanhassen leads 31-18, and they had a huge surge at the end of half number 1 after getting off to an incredibly low start. Slow start, I should say. And now St. Louis Park comes in. And I should mention, you know, they are missing Chantel Harden, the 6'1 senior. The last time we were here a couple weeks ago, ParkTV 16 Sports, she hurt her knee badly, and she is out. I heard a report from Howard, the invenerable PA announcer, as we see the turnover against the Storm and a break early for the Orioles. And they're going to need, oh, actually that was against the Orioles. My mistake. But I was going to say Chantel Harden is averaging close to 30 points a game, and her loss is huge for this team. So tonight we'll see if they can find a way to make up for those points. And there is a turnover by the Storm. So just underway here. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us, trying to set the stage. Orioles got to get things going here early, I feel. Evelyn Schmitz, I was watching her warming up before the beginning of the second half, and she's got such a great shot. But the defense by the Storm, they're playing really good, tight man-to-man defense, and that is really causing issues here, I think. Now underneath this, Jordan McMahon, and she just didn't sense the defender. A little fake there. Would have let her go by and made it for the easy shot. Got to be aware of that. Otherwise, it was a great feed underneath. Now the Storm underneath, and they missed that shot. Spates with it into the front court. She's got her head up. Now to Schmitz, but look at the defense by the Storm. They're right on him. She moves in, and there was Linder coming over, and she'll draw the foul, and that should be 2 shots for Evelyn Schmitz, and that's a good sign for the Orioles. Underneath, right there, a little fake. You gotta see on your peripheral vision there that that player is right there. You almost have to assume it when you're on that low post. As you catch that ball, to feel that person, give a little head fake, take your time, and then go up with it. Sometimes a power dribble works really well there. Allows you to set your feet even more firm. Anybody trying to block you can take their shot. They go down, and you go up with an easy 2. Okay, 31-20 our score. 17 minutes remaining. Into the front court for the Storm. Number 2, Sustacek. Linder. Over to the right wing, that's number 3 with it, Madeline Zimbick. She takes the big shot off the rim and hard out of bounds. Turnover to the Orioles, so a break for them. They're gonna have their opportunities here. As we look at our baseline camera, that is Robert doing a great job. Also a dangerous job, especially on a fast break coming right at him, but that's when we get our best action, don't we? Now Schmitz coming with the scoop, can't get it to go. Great athletic move by Evelyn Schmitz, but finishing is always difficult. Sometimes that power that gets you to the rim, then you gotta lay off. Otherwise it goes too hard off and you can't make the shot. That is the catch-22 on drives like that, isn't it? All right, now Linder with the give and the shot and the layup, and that's a beautiful play by the Storm, and they go up by 13, again, matching their largest lead of the game as we approach 16 minutes to go in the second half. McMahon underneath, and she draws the foul. Excuse me. McMahon will go to the line and shoot you. Free throws are going to be critical for the, she gets on the wrist right there. Great replay. We got Maddie, Cameron, Robert on the cameras, bringing you all the great action. Nice layup there by Lauren Arnold, the junior, 5'8" point guard. Now, McMahon at the line. These are critical. Off the back rim. Still early, a lot of time left, 16-11. Free throws, though, very critical. Off the back rim, can't get him to go. All right, Storm with the rebound, and they bring it up slowly. That's number 2, Avery Sustacek. Now to the right wing, nice ball rotation to Zembeck. Now the give and go. Back out to the right side on the wing is number 2, Sustacek. Now rotating it around to the left side. That is Lauren Arnold underneath to number 30, Laura Jacobs. And she stepped out of bounds in the baseline. Good defense by the Orioles there, causes the turnover. And now Schmitz brings it up, no pressure, but she's gonna get met right, and there's that baseline camera. There she was, right on the baseline. Great action there, Robert, at our baseline camera. Schmitz with the fake. Those fakes, especially with a tight defense, you got to do that a lot. Get them off their feet, then you can drive, pass, shoot. But those fakes are critical, I feel. Oh, there was a miscommunication there. Stacy Spades thought Macy Alexander was going left and she went right. Turnover. Clock stopped with 15:18 to go. 33-20 our score. Chanhassen into the front court. Rotates the ball on the left wing this time to number 3, Zembic. Now Linder at the top. Distributes the ball to the left side. Good shot by Sestacek off the rim. Into the hands of Massey for St. Louis Park. She drives down and tries to get it to Spates. She couldn't handle the pass, and it's a turnover against the Orioles. Not sure what the answer is for the Orioles. Now the Storm in the front court. Nice defense by number 10, Polishin. And another turnover on the Storm. They're giving the Orioles opportunities. They are not converting on the offensive end enough to get back in this. And now checking in is number 11, Ellie Frank, the 7th grader. Can you imagine playing varsity basketball as a 7th grader? I don't care what era we're in, that is huge. Oh, look at the beautiful defense by Avery Sustacek. You can't play better defense than what she just did there. Fronting, the pass, getting the interception, and then they turn it right back over. So it is turnover city here in the second half. And the differential is still 13, and now we're under 15 and a half. Well, we're at 14:24 to go. On the baseline, Polishin, and just gives it away. Another turnover. Now to the front court. Lauren Arnold drives the left side, pulls up, gives it to Linder. The shot just inside the three-point line goes off the rim and into the hands of Polishin for the Orioles. She brings it up. At the top of the key. To the right wing, to number 11, Ellie Frank. Frank now, just a 7th grader. She looks solid out there. I can see why she's playing. Now, nice pass by Spates into Jordan, and they're gonna call the charge. Jordan McMahon coming, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a charge. Can't blame her for wanting to go right to the hoop. 33-20 our score still, and we're at 13 and a half minutes to go. Now on the low post to Linder, rotates it for the 3 outside, in and out for the Storms. Number 3 took that shot, Madeline Zimbic. Now Ellie Frank from the outside, off the front of the rim, the board and in. Ellie Frank, the 7th grader, gets that to go, and that is huge for the Orioles. We have been through a spate of time here without any scoring, and look at her give that go off the rim, the board, and back in. Nice touch there by the 7th grader, Ellie Frank. Timeout on the court. The Orioles are now within 10. And that might be what might ignite them for a run here in the second half, so stay with us here as we look at the Park upcoming schedule. After tonight, what is today? January 27th, 2023. So Monday, oh, look at that. They got 3 on the road. Jefferson, Orono, and then way out west to Waconia, way past Chanhassen. Then they've got 4 at home. Chaska, crosstown Highway 100 rivalry with Benilde, of course. Then New Prague comes all the way down from the southwest metro area. I don't know, are they the metro area yet? They're getting there, aren't they? Southern Scott County, then Hopkins, close by. Then they'll go on the road to play this same Storm, and then the Jaguars from Bloomington, West Bloomington, come up here to St. Louis Park into the city. All right, I was really enthused about Ellie Frank's shot there right before the timeout. Let's see if that gets them going here. Storm now, bring it up, 13-11 to go, second half. You're watching Park ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Let's see if the Orioles can find some traction on Ellie Frank's last shot. All right, now into the front court, the Storm. On the right side, that is number 3, Madeline Zimbick. Rotating to the left side, drives the lane. Macy Alexander comes over to stop that. Now outside to Linder. Great ball rotation by the Storm. The shot by Sustacek. Rebound underneath. What a great look by number 50, Avery Linder, underneath to number 3, Madeline Zimbick. And that was brilliant. Now Macy Alexander with a great athletic move. Takes that pass and can't get it to go. That would have been spectacular. Unfortunately for the Orioles, they're now down 11. What's the score? 35. That is 13, matching the largest lead for the Storm here. Now the quick shot. Yeah, I know English. Math is not my strong point. All right, now Macy Alexander, although people might argue with me about that as well. All right, now Schmitz comes in. And there's a foul on the Storm. Clock stopped. There's our camera. Look at that. That was a beautiful heads-up awareness play by number 50, Avery Linder. Being present in the moment, being aware of your surroundings, such a big part. Oh. Wow, was that a foul on Sustacek? So I've got the Chanhassen fans on my left. Right here, nice look by Schmitz. Oh, she may have gotten all ball. But the Orioles are not going to complain, especially down 13 with 11:54 to go. Again, free throw is critical. Nothing better than getting back in the game without the clock going off. But look at that shot. Boy, that was confidence there by Lauren Polishin. 5'7" guard with her second. No problem. Hey, when they're wide open, they can shoot. So that is the key issue here, is getting open. Now the Storm up by 11. Plenty of time left for the Orioles to get back in it. Driving the left side, pulls up her dribble. Number 1, Lauren Arnold. Now it's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow. Facing in favor of the Storm. Or wait a minute, let's see here. There's the replay coming over Massey and the double team with Polishin. The Storm had the possession arrow in their favor. Now Linder underneath, drives, and nice athletic move by Avery Linder, the 5'9" senior, as she maneuvered right in there. Now Polishin to the 7th grader. Franks lets it go off the back rim. Good rebound by Massey. She was well positioned, I felt. Had her opposition on her hip and was able to get position to get that rebound. That was really good. Now outside, Polishin lets it fly off the front rim. Rebound into the hands of Lauren Arnold for the Storm. She quickly brings it in the front court, pulls up. Could have been a travel, I thought, but she finds on the right side. What a beautiful fast break that was. Avery Sustacek moves the lead up to 15. Now Schmitz drives on the other end, off the rim, in the Storm's hand, and they're off to the races here at the gymnasium in St. Louis Park. Both these teams, when they get that ball, they just go 100%, and underneath, Sustacek gets another basket. 17, the largest of the night. 10.5 minutes to go, second half. McMahon from outside, in and out. That was a nice looking shot by McMahon. Unfortunate, didn't go. Now the crossover dribble, the fast break into the hands of Lauren Arnold. Arnold now gets stood up there, gets it off to Sustacek in the corner. They rotate it around. Now at the top of the key, Lauren Arnold gives it to Linder. Quick rotation. Look at that rotation. Good defense by the Orioles. So now the give and go and the running jump shot. Lauren Arnold. That is athleticism on display by that junior. And it's 43-24, 19-point lead now for the Storm. And that brings a timeout as we look at the give and go right there. Look at that athletic shot. That running jump shots from that 5, 6, 7 foot range. Very difficult to make. but she was able to execute it there, no problem. And the Storm are in control here in the second half, aren't they? And we look at that replay on the fast break and the look to the right to Avery Sustacek. So that gives us an opportunity to look at the Storms. And I don't know, we should also get some photos of the girls doing the little halftime show in the end zone from our end zone camera on the far side. Oh, they just ran away. But looking at this schedule, look at Chanhassen now. They're going to be at home for a half a month, aren't they? With a lot of games, though. Look at that. New Prague, Shakopee, Waconia. All Southwest, then Bloomington, Jefferson up in the Hennepin County. Waconia's in Carver, Shakopee and New Prague's in Scott. Orno's in Hennepin, Chaska's in Carver, then Benilde. So few counties in Zimmerman. Is that Anoka County? I think it might be. So it's good to get out. One of the great things when I played high school basketball, growing up in Shakopee, we went and played Central in Minneapolis in the early 80s. They came down and played with us. It was great. All right, now the Orioles. And there is no Minneapolis Central, that's high school, no longer exists. And the drive by Massey draws a whistle, and is she gonna go, or is that before the shot? They call it before the shot, 9:40 left on the clock. 19-point lead by the Storm. They come in with a 5-9 record. St. Louis Park 7-8, was hoping to get back to 500. They still are hoping, but they gotta get it going here. And of course, their number one player, Chantel Harden, averaging nearly 30 a game, has been out for a couple weeks. They say she might be out for another 4 weeks or so. They might get her back for the sections. And if they do, this team could be dangerous because she's got a lot of great supporting players here. All right, now checking in number 31, that's Kate Drury. For Sustacek, who's played very well for the Storm. 19-point lead, 9.5 minutes to go. Macy Alexander gets stuffed by number 3, Madeline Zenvik. She brings in the front court, looks right, comes back to the left side on the wing to number 13, Bella Naples. Now the give and go back to Naples. She brings to the right hand off the rim. Good defense coming over there. Lauren Polishin was able to force her to alter her shot to miss it. Now, at the top of the key, number 33 is checked in. That is Isabella Miller, the sophomore, and she is very athletic. I remember her from our last game. Outside, Massey lets it fly off the back of the rim. Rebound into the hands of the Storm. Lauren Arnold gives it up to the right side to Bella Naples. Her three-point shot falls just short off the rim. Now Macy into the front court. Drives, pops, shot, no good. Out of bounds in favor of the Orioles. 8:37 on the clock. Jordan McMahon checks in. Evelyn Schmidt checks in. Massey will take a seat along with Polishin. 8:37 to go. Our score still a 19-point lead. Team fouls favor St. Louis Park. They only have one team foul. The Storm at 5. And there's a three-point shot. Was that Isabella Miller? I think it was. She just checked in. Say again? Was it Schmitz? Yeah, I was looking at the scoreboard when she shot it. So Schmitz got that. And that's there's Schmitz. She's got a great shot, folks. I was watching her in warm-ups. She can really let it go. But when you have a defender, things change. And there's great defense by Schmitz. And recovering just barely was Kate Drury. Otherwise, I thought that was going out of bounds for sure. But she recovers. Now the baseline, kicks it out to the far right wing. Bella Naples shot off the rim. McMahon catches up with it and saves it as she goes into the stands. Macy Alexander gets double teamed, is able to get rid of it to McMahon. Now into the front court, Schmitz underneath the space, and she gets blocked. And a foul is called on number 13, Naples, the sophomore. Great look underneath. I don't know if she got her with the body or not. Nevertheless, the foul was called. That's the 6th team foul on the Storm. That puts the Orioles in the bonus, and that is to their advantage. Because I was going to say they can force it and get free throws. But you got to make them. That one was a miss, 43-27. Spates gets that one to go. Nice looking shot by her. All right, our score, 15-point lead. Still not out of the question here if you're an Orioles fan. Ooh, I thought that was a little bit of a travel. I thought number 13, Bella Naples, may have dragged her foot there just ever so slightly for a travel. They didn't call it. And I may not have saw it right, but wow, look at that driving layup by Lauren Arnold. You can't beat that. Those are very difficult shots. You know, that 3-4 foot range, trying to bank it off with a scoop layup. Pretty tough. Tough to not win. All right, now, Isabella, nice look for her. McMahon underneath, can't muscle it through, gets her own rebound, tied up. And possession arrow favors the Storm. 17-point lead for the Storm. 7:18 remaining. No full court press by the Orioles to try to create turnovers. I would consider doing that. Although there is a big risk when you do that. They could, but if you got nothing else, the full court press might cause them problems. You never know. Now the outside shot. Madeline Zimbeck puts that dagger in the score. It's a 20-point lead. Macy Alexander with the rebound. She goes back up, draws the foul. It's going to be called against Bella Naples. Number 13 right there in your view. And look at this shot. Just, boy, that looks like a two-handed shot. Like, who was a famous pro that used to shoot that? Like from the 50s? I don't think it was uncommon for even pros to shoot two-handed free throws, as Macy Alexander can't get that to go. And the Orioles, they've just been cold from the shooting floor tonight. Only 28 points with 6:51 to go. And that back off the rim. They've just been colder than than what they're usually doing here. And when you're not on, you're not on. There's nothing you can do sometimes. Underneath there, triple team, able to get out of it though, was Bella Naples. Now driving is Madeline Zimbeck, and that goes off the board and the rim into the hands of Jordan McMahon. Schmitz though puts that nice shot up there, just short. Dead on, but just short. Now the Storm into the front court. Avery Linder down to the left side, Sustacek in the corner. Storm looking in control here. Nice defense there by McMahon. That was stellar. If we can get a replay of that, that was beautiful defense by Jordan McMahon. Now from the outside, Spates gets it to go. It's a 2-point shot. 48-30 our score. If they're gonna get it going, it's time is now here. Now for the Orioles. All right, now Storm. Yeah, and they've got a chance here, I would feel. If I was on that team, I'd be like, okay, if we're gonna get it, let's do it now. 5:42 to go. It's not unheard of. You can hit a couple threes, get a couple fouls, make some free throws. And that is Massey, Ruby Massey, 5'9" junior, into Schmitz. All right, let's see if they can get a basket here. I think it would be huge for their confidence. Schmitz, look at the tight defense here. She looks down underneath. Oh my goodness, unfortunate turnover there. And the fast break and the easy basket by Sustacek puts the Storm back up by 20. Schmitz now drives, comes in, and gets it to go. So she answers right back. Now they need a turnover. Still 5:10 to go. Storm into the front court. Left wing, Zimbeck. Now Sustacek. Driving. Arnold, the shot off the mark. Great defense by Polishin into the front court to Schmitz. Schmitz tried to get it down to Macy Alexander. Great defense by Avery Sustacek. Out of bounds right here. Sustacek just anticipated it. So the Orioles, fakes are a good thing, especially when they're guessing right away. You almost have to start doing the fakes because she'll go flying, the defender, and then you got all this room. Now Massey. They're down 18. I thought that was a carrying, and I think some other people in the audience did too. It didn't get called, and the lead pass from Arnold to Avery Linder led her by a little much there. Now 4.5 minutes to go into the front court. Evelyn Schmitz. Still not out of the question, but they got to get a three. Schmitz comes in, runs into a double team with Sustacek and Avery Linder on defense as we look at the Orioles bench. Tough night so far. Didn't start out that way, but ever since midway through the first half, it's been a tough sledding here, unfortunately, for the Orioles. Now driving the Franks. Nice look by Franks to Schmitz. I love Ellie Frank. She is a really good player. Look at how she drove and kept right here. Look at the baseline. Look at that. No look pass by her. A 7th grader finds Schmitz. Hey, when she's wide open, she's got as good a shot as anybody I've seen. All right, now the Metro West Conference. There are your standings. Chaska, 15-1. 5-0. You know, they had a star player. Oh, there are the kids out there. Boy, they're not out there for very long. Let's try to get a shot of that, Paul, if we could. I'll try to alert you. But there's the standings. Look at Benilde, 4-1. That's shocking. They are ranked number 2 in the state. Last time I checked. Here's Park at 1-4. This one isn't going to help that. They're going to go to 7-9 unless they can pull this out. Down 15, though, with 4:07. Not unheard of with the three-point shot at all. You get a couple threes in a couple minutes with some turnovers. Let's see what they can do. Glad you're with us watching on ParkTV 16 Sports. Now into the front court for the Storm. Following the timeout. Double team, and the turnover. There it is. If they can get a 3 or even a 2 right here, great defense. You never know. All right, Alexander comes out. Now Jordan McMahon checks in. We'll see if that's a pattern here in the last few minutes. Alexander on defense and McMahon on offense. Now Schmitz drives, gives it up to the 7th grader. She let it fly, nice block. Lauren Arnold, the junior, 5'8", against Ellie Frank, 5'5", gets the block. Again, a fake there would have been helpful. I would almost start doing drills with the Orioles. Just fake, get in the habit of doing fakes. Every time, just to get in the habit of it, then add it. Sometimes do a fake, sometimes not. Nice play by Schmitz. Oh, I thought she pulled that off. But they said it was out of bounds on her. So our differential, as we see, number 24, Stacy Spates check in. There is number 5. That is Brooklyn Charles. 3:30 to go here, second half, and a turnover carrying the ball they call on Sustacek. So a turnover for the Orioles. 3:32 to go. Not unheard of with that three-point shot, right? 5-possession game, if my math is right. 3 times 5 is 15. Let's see. Jordan McMahon steps back. Can she get it to go? She does. 3:20 left on the clock. 13 points. Big defensive effort needed right here by the Orioles, and they do meet them in half court. They try to do it, and they get the interception. Poshland, can she maintain possession? Drives, gets it to go. 11-point difference, 3:02 to go, and we got a different game. I hope you're hanging with us at ParkTV 16 Sports, because here come the Orioles. Polishing with the running layup there. Very difficult shot to make, especially if you're going to swish it like she did. 1 minute on the clock for the timeout. And hold on to your hats. Look at McMahon. That was inadvertent. She didn't see her coming. McMahon is obviously very strong. And running into her. Hey, can we get the kids in the end zone, Paul? Over to the right, opposite of the baseline camera. There you go. Huh? Those kids have been here all night long, and they're out there at every break, and they were in there for the lineups. And I think it's so critical to develop young basketball players. Look at her with her babies. Having a good time. They're young girls enjoying the game. Fun times on a Friday night at the high school. Nowhere else we'd rather be, of course. All right, 11-point differential, 3:01 to go. If you're just joining us, this could get good right now. Little Tone Loc in the background. All right, trying to figure out who's going to play. Macy Alexander has checked in on defense, so that's going to be a strategy of the Orioles, I believe. All right, now Linder. Storm, no, this is a big possession for them. If they don't score here, and the Orioles bounce back and cut it to 10. Linder, they're putting the pressure on outside, so they're not going to shoot. That's been the instruction. That's clear. They're just going to play. Oh, almost out of play. Susticek happened to be there, but that was a miscue underneath and the layup and in. And what great patience by the Storm. They waited, and got the shot they wanted, which was the layup. Schmitz comes in and draws the foul. Good job by her. Mostly because it was able to stop the clock, but she's got to convert at the free throw line. Here she comes. And just got her with the body there. Susticek did. 8th team foul. Only 2 team fouls for the Orioles here in the second half. There's that beautiful looking shot by Evelyn Schmitz. Now, see, Macy Alexander checks out on the defensive end. Jordan McMahon checks in on the offensive end, although she's going to be playing defense here in a second if Schmitz can make this. As we see Charles sit down for the Storm. Schmitz in. Oh, she gets that to go around the world and in. 11-point differential, 4-possession game, 2:20 to go. Storm into the front court. Get the feeling they still need a basket or two to stay in this, and she goes down. That's going to be a travel. Break for the Orioles. Clock stopped. Here's the baseline camera. Yeah, that's all her. Yeah, that is not a trip. 2:07 in the front court. Schmitz. She can cut. Look at that dribbling. Gives it out to the. Oh, she couldn't handle it. The pass was a little low. Boy, they had it set up there, didn't they? Storm now into the front court. 1:48 to go. Drives the right. Oh, that should be a travel. I thought she slid her pivot foot. Wide open. Off the rim. Jordan McMahon with the rebound. Comes away with it. 1.5 minutes to go. Schmitz into the front court. Outside, the 7th grader Franks overshoots the rim, and the beautiful outlet pass by Zimbeck leads number 13, Bella Naples, for the easy breakaway shot, and that might be the backbreaker tonight. 54-41. Schmitz comes in off the rim into the hands of the Storm, and we got a minute to go and a 13-point differential. There was an opportunity there for the Orioles outside. Good patience displayed by Bella Naples. She didn't shoot it. She knows the clock is in their favor. No reason to throw up tough shots. Great discipline by the Storm here, and clapping by the home crowd. Everyone knows the outcome is not in doubt, unfortunately, if you're an Orioles fan. And they're not going to waste everyone's time by fouling unnecessarily. At least it seems so right now. And I think that's a classy act, too. Not to say if they do foul, they let it go, but that's classy. So, yep, that's going to do it. 13 seconds to go. And I really think that's great that they're not fouling it. I think that's great discipline. I think that's great coaching. And St. Louis Park should be very proud of themselves. They lost their star player earlier in the season, and they played very well tonight and had a chance to win even at the end. And now the clock has stopped for some reason with 0.9 seconds remaining. So I guess they'll throw it in. Wasn't really paying attention. So I guess the Orioles got it back. I think maybe that was what it was. Jordan, are they going to count it? They did. So our final score tonight, 54-43. So for Paul Broden, our producer, Robert, Cameron, Maddie, on cameras, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And of course, we'll see you again